Yes. Sairam, now over to you, Virat.
Om. Om. Om.
Sairam. Yes. All the best, Virat. You can on your camera and start your summary.
Yes, ma'am. मैम मैं चैप्टर 2 हाउ द डॉग फाउंड हिम चैंप मास्टर मैम उसकी समरी बोल रहा हूँ ओके मैम मैम कैन आई स्टार्ट
Yes, you may start.
once upon a time dogs lived in the forest like the woods. They were their own masters. Then one day there happened to be a dog who did not like this sort of night. He did not like to be always looking for food. He was sick for remaining threatened by those who were stronger. He thought over the problem. He decided to become a servant of a stronger beast. He was he went on walking. He met a big wolf. The wolf asked him where he was going. The dog told him that he was looking for someone to take up service with. He asked the wolf if he would like to be his master. The, he, the wolf agreed. Once the wolf saw a big bear. He afraid and said to the dog to hide himself in a bush. The dog was much surprised. He asked the wolf what the matter was. The wolf said that the bear could eat both of them. When the dog saw the bear was stronger than the wolf, he left the wolf. He went to the bear to be his servant. Soon after, he found that the bear was afraid of lions. So the dog decided to serve the lion. The lion agreed to it. He lived happily with the lion for a long time. Once the, they were walking and the lion met a man. The lion said to run from there, away from there. Otherwise, it would be in trouble. So dog said goodbye to the lion and went to land. After this incident, the dogs only served with man as masters. Thank you.
Okay, very good, Virat. Nice. Next it is
Ma'am,
Vedansh. Yes, Vedansh.
ma'am,
One second. One second. After Vedansh, it is Devanshu.
ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes, better.
मैम मेरा भी यही टॉपिक था जो विराट ने लिया है
हाँ नो प्रॉब्लम बेटा चैप्टर्स कम है बच्चे 35 है ना तो ऑब्वियसली आपकी रिपीट होंगे चैप्टर्स
ओके
नो
मैम
प्रॉब्लम ओके यस नेक्स्ट इट इज वेदांश देन देवांशु एंड आफ्टर दैट प्रवंशिका okay I will keep telling you the names yes over to you Vedansh all the best
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I'm starting. Once upon a time, there once lived a bird with her two newborn babies in a forest. Her nest was on a very tall shady tree. One day there was a big storm in the forest. Many trees were blew down and uprooted by strong wind. The tree in which the bird and her two newborn babies lived was also blew down. A big branch hit the nest and killed the mother bird. And the two babies were blew away by a strong wind. One of them came near Rishi's ashram and one of them came near caves of robbers. And after a long time, they became big birds. One day, the king of the country came to the forest with his horse to hunt animals. He goes deep in the forest. After a few hours, he became tired and he sat under the tree, which was near the caves of robbers, and one of the birds lived there. And then suddenly a voice cried out, "Quick, hurry up, there is someone under the tree. Take his jewels and his horse, otherwise he will slip away." And King was amazed and he looked up and saw a big brown bird. Then he heard this same type of voice which was coming from the caves of robbers, and then he rode with his horse as soon as possible. And then he came near Rishi's ashram and he tied his horse and again sat under the tree. And then suddenly a soft, gentle voice announcing, "Well, you are welcome, sir, to the ashram. Please go inside and rest. Take some cold water from the pot." The king was amazed and he looked up and saw the same big brown bird, and he said to himself loudly, "This one looked like same as which I saw on near the caves of robbers." And then the bird replied, "You are right, sir. He is my brother, and he has made a friendship with robbers, and he talk as they do." And then the rishi entered the ashram, and "You are welcome, sir, to the ashram. Please go inside and rest. Make yourself at home," the rishi said to the king. And then king told the whole story of the two birds. Then rishi smiled and explained, "After all, one is known by the company he kept. That bird lived with robbers and he talked as they do. And that bird lived near the ashram and he talked as the people talk in the ashram." The moral of the story is one is known by the company he kept. Thank you.
Very good, Vedansh. Very confident. And one is known by the company one keeps, not kept. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyway, very good. Now over to you, Devanshu.
Yes, ma'am. Once there was a dog lived in a forest. He was feeling sick and can't catch her food. He was walking, he thought, to become a servant of a most powerful in the world. He saw he saw a wolf. He thought he's the most powerful in the world. So he came near the wolf and asked him to become his master. The wolf agreed. They walking. Once the wolf hid in the shrubs, the dog asked, "What happened, master? Is something went wrong?" The wolf says, "There was a bear who ate both of us." The dog left the wolf and came near the bear and asked, "Then can you become my master?" The bear agreed. The bear said, "Get some cows for eat." The bear saw behind the tree that the lion was coming. They ran. The dog asked, "What happened?" The bear said, "There was a lion who is most powerful." The dog left the bear and came near the lion and asked for becoming his master. The lion agreed. For some days the dog was feeling good. No one can touch him. Once they were walking, the lion roared and ran deep inside the forest. The dog asked, "What happened?" "Master, I smell a man." The lion said, "The man's are most powerful in the world." So the wolf goodbye the lion and joined the man's. From that day, the dogs are most loyal servant of the man's. The moral of the story is this is story about a dog who wants to find a master for him. When he finally finds a master in human, he he thought to become loyal and serve as a servant. Thank you.
Very, very good, Devanshu. Very good. Excellent. Okay. Next, it is one second. I'll tell the next three names. One was Pravanshika. One second. Pravanshika, Mahesh, and Divya. Okay. These are the next three. Okay. Over to you, Pravanshika. All the best.
Ma'am, can I start? Yes, ma'am. Today I tell the summary of who did Patrick homework. Once there was a Patrick who do not like to do homework at all. He says that it is so boring. He liked to play games. His teacher also told him that you would not learn a thing. Sometimes he feel like an ignorant person. But what could he do? He do not like homework at all. Once he found his cat playing with little doll. When he looked carefully, he saw that it's not doll. It's tiny little man wearing a small wool shirt with short trousers and a high tall hat. He shouted, "Help me! Do not give me back to the cat. I have magical power through that I will grant your wish." Patrick, thinking that he was very lucky, Patrick said, "I will save you, but you have to do my homework till the end of the semester. That's 35 days." The little man's face was wrinkled like a dishcloth thrown in the basket of a lid. He was anger and disapproval. Little man said, "I will do it," and true to his word, the little elf began to do Patrick's homework. There was a problem. Elf did not know that what to do, and he needed help, and Patrick would have to help him in any way. Elf squawked while reading, "I do not know this word. Get me a dictionary and look up this word and sound it out by each letter." When they came to maths, Patrick was out of luck. Elf squawked and said, "What is timetable, addition and fraction, division and multiplication? Guide me." Elf knew nothing in history. He shouted and said, "Go to library and brought me some book and help me read them too." Every day in every way, Elf was a trouble at Patrick, all the time by complaining or asking them to do something. Patrick was working. No, yes, working. Patrick was working harder. He was dull. He staying up at night. Had never felt so weary. Going to school with his blurry and eyes. Finally, the last day of the school was come, and Elf was free to go. Patrick secretly slipped out of the door, and he got his as a model child, like he developed new attitude. In that, Patrick still thought he made that tiny man to do all his homework, but Patrick done it himself. The story moral is, if you will work.
Yes, Pravanchika.
Yes, ma'am.
Done?
The moral of the story is, hard work is only the key to success.
Oh, excellent, excellent, Pravanchika. Very good. Now quickly we will go to Mahesh.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can on your camera also. One second,
Yes, ma'am.
I'll just leave for 1 second and come back.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Mahesh, over to you.
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to be telling the summary of the the chapter 2, Honeysuckle, how the dog found himself a new master. Once once upon a time, dogs lived in the forest like the wolves. They were their own masters. Then one day, there happened to be a dog who did not like this sort of life. He did not like to be always looking for good. He was sick of he was sick of remaining frightened of those who were stronger than him. Uh, who were stronger than him. He thought over the problem. Then he decided to become the servant of one who was stronger than anybody else. He went on walking. He met a big wolf. The wolf asked him where he was going. The dog told him that I am looking for a servant, for a master who can take up my service. He asked the wolf if he would like to be his master. The wolf agreed to take him as a servant. They walked and walked until they came across Seeing the wolf had hid himself in a bush, the dog was much surprised. He asked the wolf what the matter was. The wolf said that the bear could eat both of them. When the dog saw that the bear was stronger than the wolf, he left the wolf. He went to the bear to be his servant. Soon after, he found the bear was afraid of the lion. So the dog decided to take up the service of lion. The lion agreed to it. He lived happily with the lion very long because the lion was stronger than anyone in the whole forest. But one day, the the lion and the dog went on a walk, and the lion got frightened of a human. When the questioned him, what is he frightened of? So he said that there is a human there. He could kill us. So the dog went to take up service from the human, and from then the dogs are servant of humans. Thank you.
Ma'am, your mic is mute.
Yes, thank you, Mahesh. Very well spoken and well in time limits. Great. Now next is Divya. Divya on high. Your camera is already on. All the best.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. My name, ma'am, Uday Patrick. Homework. This is a story of boy named Patrick. He is a boy of our age, just like, just like, just like me. But he did not like the homework. One day he saw his cat playing with a doll. Accused Patrick picks the doll to his surprise. He find out that the doll is an elf. The elf said he would grant a wish if Patrick saved him from the cat. The Patrick was happy as he got what he wanted. Patrick told the elf that he would have to write my homework of for the whole semester. The elf agreed, but the elf did not know any subject for any English word. He started asking Patrick to speak the word letter by letter, letter by letter by letter. For math, he started asking for help, help every time. Patrick was annoyed but was happy that he was not doing homework. Thought out the whole semester, Patrick was busy guiding the elf. In the last, when the semester ended, he got A's in his homework. His friend very surprised, and the teacher praised him for work. Pete, Patrick want him clean the room. Started living happily and cheerfully. This time he was solving the homework by own. He still think that the elf did not work. The moral of the story is hard work is only the key of success. We always do our work by our own self. Patrick learned the value and start doing homework. Thank you.
Okay, very well. Very good, Divya. Well tried. Okay. Next it is Cherry Manasva Anubha. Over to you, Cherry. And Cherry, you can do one thing. आपके पास अगर मोबाइल है तो मोबाइल से भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हो.
मैम मोबाइल में मैम दीदी की क्लास चल रही है.
अच्छा ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है आप ऐसे ही बोल लो मुझे आप पे विश्वास है हाँ ठीक है बेटा बोलो.
ओके मैम. ओम श्री साईराम. My name is Cherry Jane and my chapter is A Pact with the Sun in Supplementary Reader. A little girl named Saida. Her mother was suffering from a long time from fever, cough, body aches, painful joints, and whatnot. Her treatment was being done by physicians for weeks. She was strict orders to do not eat normal food and perpetually confined to small rooms with doors and windows, deprived sunshine and fresh air. Then her neighbors consulted her for a specialist. Her family was very poor. She sold her ornaments for money. The specialist examined her. He allowed her to eat anything of her choice, and she was to sit in the sun every morning from 8 to 9 daily. His doctors advised her to sit in a big room with open doors and windows. Some people opposed their advice, but her mother did not listen to their proposals. She started sitting in sunlight and fresh air daily. Unluckily, it remained cloudy for some days. Saida complained to her gods. Saida saw a spot of sunlight late in the afternoon. The people say no to Saida's mother to bath in the sun. They told that it was too late. Saida requested sun to come next day with warmth and brightness. The sun gave her promise. The rays of the sun was very excited to go to the earth in the next day in the early morning. The road of the earth was blocked by clouds. The ray who had given its word to Saida said, "Sir, I can't stay back. I will pierce the clouds to reach Saida's courtyard." The sun rays revolted against the sun to keep their word. They focused their they focused their heat and clouds scattered. The sun rays reached the earth a little bit late. Saida's mother basked in the sun and take breath in fresh air. Her pale face glowed. The doctor advice had a magical effect on her. Now she is fully recovered. Thank you. The moral of the story is we have to keep our words and not break it. Thank you.
Very, very good, Terry. Excellent. Next it is Manasva. And please don't leave the meeting because your attendance is having some problem in downloading. So those who have left, please come back. Okay, yes, Manasva, over to you. On your camera. Manasva, are you there? Okay, if Manasva is not there, it is Anuba. Over to you, Anuba. On your camera. All the best.
Ma'am,
Yes, beta.
ma'am, actually before me is Tanmay.
ओके एक्चुअली यहाँ पर भी चैट का वो आई लेफ्ट द मीटिंग ना तो चैट का वो डिलीट हो जाता है कन्वर्सेशन ठीक है तो मेरे में अनुभव दिखा रहा है तो आफ्टर अनुभव इट इज तन्मय ओके यस अनुभव
Yes, ma'am.
Summary of a fancy mango. Summary of a fancy mangoes. In the beginning of the chapter, there was there farmer used to live in a village with his wife and his newborn child. One day, the farmer told to his wife that he wished uh, to have a pet uh, as a companion for his child uh, for his son. One day, leaving their son and the baby mongoose alone, the farmer's wife went to the market to buy some groceries. At that time, farmer also in the field when the farmer's wife come back come back home, he saw mouth and mouth, mouth and paws of a mongoose smeared with blood. She thought that he had killed their baby, so she killed a mongoose by hitting basket full of groceries. Afterwards, she realized that the her son was sleep fast sleep sleep alone and fast sleep, and the a black snake was dead lying dead. uh, uh, she understood that the mongoose killed a snake and saved son. Uh, her son. The moral of this story is not we should not take decisions in because 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 they might be wrong.
ओके वेरी वेल यस अनुभा वेरी गुड आपने बहुत अच्छे से ट्राई किया 1 सेकेंड तन्मय जस्ट होल्ड ऑन इट्स योर चांस एंड आई वांट टू सी समथिंग एक्चुअली वन सेकेंड बेटा यस बेटा तन्मय ओवर टू यू
Yes, ma'am.
अर्चित आपको चांस मिलेगी रुक जाओ
Om Shri Sai Ram. My name is Tanmay Kumrawat. Today I am telling a summary of chapter The Old Clock Shop. The main character in chapter 4 The Old Clock Shop is Ray. He is an old, deaf owner of a clock shop in Salt Lake City, USA. It was late evening on Christmas Eve, and Ray was working on the clock that he had sold that day. As he was winding up for the day, two people came to his shop. The younger one, in his 20s, remained at the front door of the shop. The older one, in his 50s, approached the counter. Ray recognized that these were not shoppers. He hid his fear, smiled at the unfriendly face for the older man, and pushed a notepad and pencil toward him. The older person was surprised and said something to to the younger man. Probably,
तन्मय योर कैमरा इज ऑन
sorry, ma'am.
ओके
Probably they had not expected the owner to be deaf. Ray could see the shape of a gun in the older man's right coat pocket. He understood they had bad intentions, but he,
तन्मय आप याद करके बोल रहे हो कि देख के बोल रहे हो
मैं याद करके
आज ठीक
uh, he Ray recognized that these were not chopper. He hid his fear, smiled at the unfriendly face for the older man and pushed a notepad and pencil towards him. The older person was surprised and said something to the younger man. Probably the dad had not expected the owner to be deaf. Ray could see the shape of a gun in the older man's right coat pocket. He understood they had bad intentions, but he remained calm. Ray sensed that he could handle the situation by giving the man money without causing any harm to anyone. Mm, he pointed to the loan board. board. Ray was not a pawnbroker, but he took old clocks and watches for needy people. They could return whatever money Ray had given to them and take back their clocks or watches at the same price without any interest. The older man felt eraser and Ray could spot a little shame in the man's eyes. The older man asked Ray what his wristwatch was worth. Ray asked him how much he wanted for it. Ray wanted to how much money this stranger needed because he knew that the wristwatch was not worth that much. With no clear answer, Ray made his judgment and gave the old man $50. They shook hands, and the old man seemed to express his thanks before he left. He wrote on the pad, I will be back to pick it up as soon as I can. Merry Christmas. The moral of the story is every situation can be handled by understanding the situation, only by choice. Nobody want to do bad things. It is that cause such actions, kindness and goodwill towards fellow human beings can solve pro- most of the problematic situation. Thank you.
ओके वेरी गुड तन्मय बस ये था कि
मैं थोड़ा बीच में भूल गया था.
हाँ इट्स ओके आई वाज टेलिंग थोड़ा टाइम ज़्यादा ले लिया आपने ठीक है नेक्स्ट टाइम टेक केयर ऑफ द टाइम ऑल्सो okay next it is now Jia Aryan and Archita left so over to you Jia on your camera Jia all the best Jia start
The the mother birds and her two young ones lived in a sorry, no. Om Shri Sai Ram. My name is Jia Jatav. Today I am speaking the summary of the chapter the tale of the two birds. Tale of the two. The mother birds and her two young ones lived in a forest. The bird was killed in a zoo. The young ones were getting separate. Each one found the house near the cave where gang of robbers lived. lived. The, the other landed outside the Rishi ashram, little distance away. The day passed and the birds become big birds. One day the king was come to the forest by following a deer. The king was sat under the tree where gangs of robbers lived. There he heard the sound of birds. The birds calling robbers to rob the king. King was scared and hurriedly got up and ran away. He reached near the Rishi ashram. Again he heard the bird sound.
The bird song was completely contrary to what he heard earlier. The bird asking to the king, come and rest inside the ashram. The king was smiled to see the appear bird. The 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 bird was too general. General. When the rishi came to the ashram, the king tell the story of the two birds. The king rishi rishi smiled and asked and said, "This is the effect of the of the company of the bird bird." The king the king was the king the rishi smiled and asked that this is the effect that the company of the birds. The the birds have not a fault. The he but he repeat what he heard. Moral of the story is when we make bad nature friends, we will also become bad.
Okay, very good, Jia. बहुत अच्छा ट्राई किया आपने, very nice. Okay, next it is Aryan. After Aryan, Archit. Aryan, on your camera.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready? All the way. Start.
I tell a summary on two parrots. Once upon a time, there once two parrots. Ma'am, एक minute.
Okay, Vedansh, I'll tell him. Does anyone know how to download the attendance in your laptop or PC? Does anyone have that extension?
मैम
मैम
बाय
हैंड
गूगल
लेसन डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं।
क्या मानव, क्या कह रहे हो?
मैम बाय गूगल क्रोम।
हाँ,
मैम
पता है
मैम वो ना
हम
हम गूगल क्रोम से
मैम
एक्सटेंशन
मैं
का
करूँ?
डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं।
है उनके उसमें।
यस मैम क्या?
मैम मैं करूँ?
हाँ बेटा, चलिए एक मिनट आप करो और मुझे मेल करो फिर।
मैम 1 मिनट।
मैक्सिमम बच्चे होने चाहिए। मेरे में आज हो नहीं रहा है तो सीरीज ही खाली। हाँ, यस बेटा, हु इज इट? आर्यन कहाँ हो? I think Aryan is not there. Archit, do you want to start?
Yes, ma'am.
On your camera. You're not wearing your uniform, Archit. Marks कटेंगे।
मैंने यूनिफॉर्म ही पहन रखा है।
After so many days, Arav is here today.
स्टार्ट
Archit,
स्टार्ट करो।
Showing 16 students,
straight.
including you.
How much, Cherry?
मैम 16।
इतने कम क्यों आ रहे हैं मेरे?
मैम 21 है।
हाँ, 21 होने चाहिए बेटा, 20 या 21। पहले उससे भी ज्यादा थे, 3-4 बच्चे छोड़ के चले गए।
मैम 24 थे पहले।
पर ना वो जो ये जो पीपल वाला होता है ना, जिसमें मैंने हाथ रखा हुआ है कर्सर, उसको ऐसे करो।
यस मैम।
ये देखो कैसे करते हैं, ऐसे ऊपर नीचे बार बार करते हैं तो पूरी अटेंडेंस आ जाती है उधर। ठीक है, इसको बार बार स्क्रॉल करते हैं ऊपर और फिर नीचे। ठीक है, इसको बार बार करने से अटेंडेंस बढ़ जाती है उधर। करके देखो।
ओके मैम।
हाँ, ये सर्च स्टार्ट।
Okay, ma'am. Once the dogs were wild animals and lived freely as other animals do. Then a dog that was not happy with his life decided to serve other animals. While doing so, it knows that it will get its share of food without much of hard work. It wanted to shel- shelter itself in ex- exchange of its freedom. It was afraid of strong animals and had to search for, for food for food every time it was hungry. So it decided to become a servant of the most powerful and strong strongest master began. Firstly, it found a big wolf who was stronger and friends. When Wolf asked Dog about where the dog is heading to. The dog replied that it was looking for a master and asked i- if Wolf is ready to become its master. The wolf was afraid to it. One day, while walking through the forest, wolf quickly went into bushes and hid itself. The dog was taken aback and asked about the reason. About the reason.
Archit, your camera wasn't on.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, it is
मैम
on.
मैम इसने अभी ऑन किया है।
मैम
हाँ,
मैम मेरा ऑन ही है।
तेरी क्या हुआ?
उसने अभी किया।
मैम मेरे में अभी 17 दिखा रहा है मैम, क्योंकि आपका डबल बता रहा है मैम। ध्रुव ने भी डबल से जॉइन करा है मैम। नाउ इज मैम 18।
हाँ ठीक है, 18 ठीक है, आप डाउनलोड कर लो। पहले से 5 बच्चे ज्यादा थे, अभी छोड़ के चले गए।
यस मैम।
आप यही करके मुझे मेल कर दो।
ओके मैम।
Okay, Archit, after Archit, this is the last person. Manaswar. आर्यन, आप आगे वापस पहले बताओ। मनस्वर आर्यन में से कोई है यहाँ पर? मनस्वर, आर्यन?
मैम both are not there.
Both are not there. नेट की प्रॉब्लम है आज। ओके, तो और कोई बच्चा है यहाँ पर? धवल इज देयर ना? धवल, यू कैन स्टार्ट।
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all the way, Dhaval. On your camera and start.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you see me?
Yes, but I can see you clearly.
Yes, ma'am. Om Shri Sai Ram. My name is Dhaval Bhushan Kulkarni of class 6B. I am telling a summary of the chapter Monkey and the Crocodile from the supplementary reader. Once upon a time, there was a monkey lived on the bank of the river
the tree. He was very lonely and happily. He was happily eating the fruits from his tree. Once upon a time, a crocodile came to the monkey, and the monkey said, "Good morning, my name, I am Monkey. Good morning, I am Monkey. How are you?" Replied crocodile. "How are you?" And so monkey said, "I am fine. So, are you hungry? I can give you my fruits." So the crocodile said, "Yes, please, I am very hungry." So the monkey plucked the fruits and gave to the crocodile. And crocodile was very happy. The crocodile crocodile said, "Please give me that it's very delicious, and please give me for my wife." So the monkey has the monkey has gave the fruits for his wife also. So then the monkey the crocodile has gone with fruit for for his wife. So when the crocodile's wife has eaten the fruits, then the then the then the crocodile's wife said, uh, "How delicious that these fruits are! If these fruits are delicious, then how delicious then will the monkey's heart? I want to eat his heart." So the crocodile said, "No, he's my friend. I can't, I can't kill him." So the so the crocodile's wife has annoyed him. So then the crocodile has then the crocodile has uh, said. So then he gone to the monkey and said, my wife had said my wife had said that we have made a lunch, so please join us. We have made a lunch. So the monkey was surprised and tell, "Thank you. Can I come? But I can't swim." So the crocodile said, "Okay, no problem. Please ride on my back." So then the monkey agreed, and monkey has so the crocodile has so the crocodile has so monkey has ride on the crocodile's back. Now now sometime after some time, the monkey has told that the crocodile has told that the crocodile has told the truth, and then the monkey was surprised and and tell that my heart is on my tree. And then the crocodile thought, "Yes, okay." Then they moved to that monkey's tree, and monkey had jumped on his top of the tree and said that you can't be my friend, because because you are not my friend, because you have glitched me, and and you you are not very much you are not a good. That's why I am not coming with you. So the moral of the story is, don't the moral of the story is, don't underestimate yourself. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you everyone. It was very nice, Dhaval. Only it was a little lengthy. Listen to the children who are left, they will have their assessment on Wednesday. Okay? तो बिकॉज इट्स टाइम एंड मेरी दूसरी क्लास है इसके बाद उनको भी मैंने जल्दी बुलाया ठीक है सो बट एवरीवन हैज टू बी प्रेजेंट नहीं तो अटेंडेंस नहीं लगेगी ठीक है सो ऑल द बेस्ट टू ऑल ऑफ यू आई मीन द रेस्ट ऑफ देम